everyone, Logo4366 here today, and today I'm reviewing the Star Wars The Journey of Anakin Skywalker Hasbro special action figure set. It costs $59.99, and I got it from the disneystore.com, I believe it's called. So yeah, what's so cool is that while I was about to film the video, the phone, actually, I'm filming it on my 17 Pro iPhone, and it actually started scanning Anakin's face for facial recognition, and that's actually so cool, because that's how accurate his face is that it recognizes it as a person, which is pretty neat, I think. So yeah, all three Anakins, because I have this to compare it to Anakin here. This is just the single carded Anakin from the main vintage collection line. So yeah, the only difference is the cape, which I didn't really realize that when I bought it. But that's okay, because then even though they're exactly the same aside from this removable cape, at least I have two, which I could customize. One could be an angry Anakin, one could be a normal Anakin. So that's fine. Not too bothered by that at all. But yeah, they're exactly the same. Aside from the removable cape. I kind of wish that it wasn't removable, because obviously the straps are a little bit distracting. They could have at least made the straps gray to kind of blend in with his shoulder pads, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. So yeah, I've reviewed this figure on my channel, and so yeah, it's pretty cool. I just had this for comparison. I might customize him. I might give him a 3D printed head sculpt. We shall see. Here we have... Okay, so here we have Darth Vader Anakin, or Darth Vader's suit is Darth Vader, I guess you could call him. And so yeah, he does come with an extra hand, so yeah, but I'm not going to be demonstrating how to use these, because I'm kind of afraid to pull the joints out. So yeah, so yeah, he's got those jointed wrists, which are pretty cool. He still has that wrist joint. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. And so does the hand. That's really interesting. So yeah, comes with 3 action figures. It's pretty nice. It is a little bit pricey, but I did find it on clearance on the Disney store. If you go to Jedi Temple Archives, they always show some good clearance in what is going on in the Star Wars figure world. So yeah. Anyway, this is a great looking Anakin. I should really show you the vintage collection Anakin from Revenge of the Sith. This is Ahsoka Anakin, I believe, because he has got the red Anakin lightsaber. So yes. And this is an updated vintage collection of the Jedi Darth Vader. So yes. And he came out in one of the first waves of the vintage collection, and they've updated him and made him look nice. My only complaint is that his head looks like it's floating, because it's not tight on, it's not loose, but it's not, you can tell that it's placed on top of the cape. It's kind of popping out of the cape, so it looks a little bit off. Other than that, I don't really have any complaints, except the groin piece pops out a little bit too much, he's a little bit too excited. Your ears, kids, but, that's not a big deal. Yeah, it's a pretty good figure, I think, anyway. His knee joints are a little bit stiff, but that's fine. He does has jointed ankles, which is good. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Oh, that's not good. You can't really... He's not very flexible here. I wish it was a bit looser like that, but it is what it is, I guess. And yeah, so that's what he looks like. He's getting electrocuted. So yeah, let's put the electricity on him. Okay, here's what he looks like with electricity on him. So yeah, pretty neat. That's what it looks like. You can also put it around his here, which is pretty neat, I think. And of course, this is what the chopped off arm would be. Okay, and here's his lightsaber, so we're going to see what he looks like when he's holding his lightsaber. Okay. He can hold it pretty easily. It's pretty nice. It's pretty accurate. Looks great to me. So yeah, it's a great figure. I was really excited they included him in this special action figure pack, because I've always wanted to get this particular action figure, and I'm glad they updated it. To have the joint wrist and everything. let me go ahead and review this figure. Well, he's got his little cape on, which I will not be taking off because I do not want to risk the seam here. Yeah, so, he's got the swivel hips, which is nice. His knees are very flexible, it's not stiff at all. He's got the ankle, joint ankles. He does have wrist hinge. You can put the lightsabers on his belt. There you go. It's actually not hard to get on. I don't know. I remember that one was hard. I remember this guy, it was hard to get on a little bit. But yeah. So you actually have two of the same exact lightsaber because one is supposed to be evil and one isn't. So, which is fine. Holding this lightsaber. Which is fine. Or you can have him holding the blue one, which is the one he's supposed to have. Looks like with it. That's what that looks like. Exactly the same. Very nice. Here, I just noticed this one has a scar and this one does not, so they are not exactly the same. I don't know if that's intentional or if that's just an error or what, but I find that to be pretty interesting. Okay, cool. Pretty neat. It's pretty neat. And I'll show you holding his lightsaber. Looks like holding. Can kind of move his hands like that with his little jointed wrist and whatnot. Anakin from the Ahsoka TV series, pretty nice. I love the cloth goods here. It's very nice. I didn't add a lightsaber to his belt. I'm gonna show you what the Revenge of the Sith, the vintage collection Anakin from what, 16 years ago? Yeah, let's go ahead and show a comparison of that. Okay, so I have some older Anakins to compare him to. Both have the cloth good skirt. So this is the Vintage Collection 2010 Anakin, I believe, and this is the 50th anniversary of Star Wars Target exclusive Anakin that comes with the little reverse glow trooper. But, I can already tell by far this is the superior Anakin, but this is still a good one because, it's from two different series. He definitely looks like Anakin who's about to get wrecked, and this is definitely, Ahsoka Anakin. So it's good. They're still both good figures for their own reasons. But yeah, it just shows you how far they've come. I still think this is a very accurate sculpt. Excuse me. So yeah, let's just go ahead and compare. If you look at the gloves, very cool, very interesting. I actually prefer this glove better, but that's fine. Pretty nice. I prefer this belt better because this is just a little bit too tiny for me, but I really, really like this figure. That's just little nitpicks that don't really, have no bearing on the quality of the figure. To this release, I would say these were like the three best 3.75 Anakins you could get. But now, Hasbro has outdone itself. I do think it's a little bit pricey, which is why I immediately picked it up as soon as it went on clearance. I think I got it for maybe $48 or $38, but then shipping was $12, so which is unfortunate, but pay essentially full price. But it's worth the money because I'm a hardcore Anakin. I really am, even though I normally wouldn't pay that much for action figures. But it's really high quality, and I'm just really happy they made it, and I wish they would sell it in stores, but it's kind of store exclusive or fan channel exclusive, so you're gonna have to pick it up online pretty much unless you go to like a collector store or something like that, a specialty store. So yeah, this is the accessories it comes with. So you have Anakin Skywalker, which is the Clone Wars 2D TV series Anakin, and then Darth Vader, which is Ahsoka Darth Vader. And you have Return of the Jedi Darth Vader, who has been redeemed. This is to compare. Anakin I was using to compare it to. This is Anakin Ahsoka. Pretty neat. I definitely recommend you pick it up. It's great. Love it. You definitely got to get, if you're a fan of Anakin Skywalker, you definitely have to get this. It's amazing. I love it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, I actually have 7 other Darth Vader action figures, not including this guy, that have the capability to put the lightsaber on his belt, and I just noticed that right after I finished the review. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like, because this is pretty cool, and I'm really glad that Hasbro included this feature, because I've never seen that before. I can't tell from the packaging if this guy features it as well, but I assume because of that, it looks like he can. Probably came around 2024, it's what came out 2025, so it makes sense that they would have the same feature. So this is a re-release of another old figure that were re-released and updated with new features and hinges and stuff. So pretty cool. Thank you, Hasbro, for doing all that. It's pretty nice. This looks amazing, and I hope they make other Darth Vaders that have this feature, because it's pretty cool. Or maybe it will inspire people to go back and customize their old Star Wars Darth Vaders, and maybe put a little notch in that belt to lightsabers. So yeah, it's a definitive version of these